What's up, guys? Theo here, doing a quick breakdown for Viviane Araujo versus Natalia Silva. So right now, Natalia Silva is a minus 390 favorite, and the comeback on Viviane Araujo is plus 265 on DraftKings. And guys, I'm going to have to go with Viviane Araujo here. I know that Natalia Silva is a very hyped women's flyweight prospect. And again, similar to a video that I just made, I do know several very respected gamblers that I follow that are very high on Natalia Silva, and I respect her striking. She's got really good striking. But I just think that minus 390, that is way too much for somebody that has 6 professional losses at this point in her career. And yes, Natalia Silva, all of her kind of losses, they came early on in her career. At the beginning of her pro MMA career, she was trading back and forth wins and losses with very low-level fighters. But then later on, if you look at her record, we see her kind of come into a stride. And right now, she's on, I think it's a 10-fight win streak or something like that, which is pretty unheard of for a women's MMA prospect like this. I mean, 10-fight win streak, that's very, very impressive. And she's doing it against good competition, too. She's doing it against Teresa Bleda, Jasmine Jasudavicius, Andrea Lee, Victoria Leonardo. So she is she's doing some very good work with her hands in the octagon in the UFC lately. But guys, this line is just crazy. Minus 390 for someone with 6 professional losses, a female fighter, no less, against Viviane Araujo, who is a veteran and has been in there for a while. And man, Viviane Araujo, this bitch can fight. She's a dog, okay? I just watched back her fight with Andrea Lee, and Andrea Lee pops her clean in the first round, and then as she's getting up, hits her with a clean head kick. And Vivi does not even stop and pause. She gets sat down, she gets right back up, and she goes to work. She really strikes me as the kind of fighter who, yes, she doesn't have a ton of finishing upside, but she is very physical in her fights. I mean, she picked up Andrea Lee and slammed her down a couple times in that fight. So she's very strong, and she has very, very good grappling. She's comfortable on the ground. And she's the type of fighter that she seems to come alive when she gets hit a little bit. You know what I mean? Some fighters, you just kind of see them do a little bit better once they get bloodied up a little bit. They thrive in the chaos. And that's kind of what I see from Vivi Araujo here. And Vivi is someone that's always been a little bit underrated, and she has always been fighting at a pretty high level in the UFC. She's never really been able to get to being a champion or anything like that, but she's an underrated fighter, man. I mean, Vivi has a dog in her. I know that. There is no doubt in that in my mind. And while I do like Natalia Silva, I think what we see from her is just a little bit basic. I think that her ability to stand back and hit people with kind of very clean, very fast strikes, despite the fact that she is smaller, I think it's very impressive. She has great combinations and dangerous power. But, you know, this streak that she's put together, she has done this against girls that they're the next generation of MMA. They're not the old guard, right? She's doing it to Teresa Bleda, Jasmine Jasudavicius. These are girls that are looking really good in the UFC right now, and they are really good fighters, but they're not quite that UFC brand of established yet, the way that Viviane Araujo is. And so I don't really rate those wins, as impressive as they are over those girls, quite as highly as I do as someone who has been in the UFC and has been fighting high-level UFC veterans in their division for a long time. Minus 390 is crazy here, guys. And plus 265 for Vivi, there is a lot of value on her there. I think that she can survive the stand-up with Natalia Silva. I think she can make the grappling dicey. I think she can win a decision here, man. I really do. So give me Viviane Araujo to win here. Probably not going to bet on this fight because I don't really want to go against Natalia Silva. She has proved me wrong several times in the past, and she is very skilled and has power. But I just think this is a good matchup for Viviane Araujo. I think she's got the tools to win this fight. So we're going with her. Another underdog pick, guys. This is probably going to be my big underdog pick for the main card. But stay tuned in. We're going to try to get the rest of these videos out.